Hi, folks. This is a really busy night at the Stargate over Southern California. Again, I live in the San Gorgonio Pass area if you want to Google it. Now, the, these these lights that you see are going to be centered over in between the date and the timestamp, and both the date and the timestamp are correct. These flashes are sometimes more interesting than the portal and Stargate activity because they appear structured or move super fast. And by an extremely busy night at the Stargate portal, I seem to have uh, these portals opening in conjunction with something moving through the Stargate portal itself now. So it was extremely active. And by the way, you're on the dondanl channel. And I'm welcoming everybody into the Dr. J Radio Live chat room, where I now moderate Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays to some of the most brilliant guests you will ever hear. Now, you see that Stargate. Uh, During the month of August, it seemed to have slowed down, but this night really presented me with some issues. Uh, there were just so many events during the night that if I had tried to attach this to a weekly video, it would have been just a monumental Ben-Hur classic type thing. Now, I'm going to probably start not sharpening the image so much. It's only running about 12.5% sharpened, and I think I'll take it down a notch. It seems to affect the zoom when we zoom in. You'll see all kinds of activity around, and it seems to be moving in a circular fashion too, which it kind of tells me, well, maybe this is an exit to a wormhole. And you can see the orbs and such moving around almost in a clockwise position. And some of these openings are actually attached to the Stargate activity. But you can see how it digitizes and it gets these what we call artifacts at high zoom level and possibly too sharpened. But you can see something move through that portal again. Crazy night. You can also catch my new website at dondanl.com too, where I am going to post links to certain videos, etc., and interviews that I've done on the radio. And you can tell that this is all happening in the exact same place. I've been able to target it pretty well. And there you see the Stargate attached to that portal light again. It's just an amazing night. And some of these went back to back, moving through one side and then zipping back another craft, I would think, zipping back through the other side. So this is it's a true Stargate. And this is only visible in ultraviolet. And this is a very simple camera. It's a modified GoPro model, and it's modified to get what we call full spectrum. And I've tried side-by-side situations with a camera that deals with uh, infrared, and it's not a very good camera because those tend to be really expensive, and I can't get any visible activity whatsoever except for the security light. And there you see just a flash. And some of these flashes are just as interesting as the Stargate activity. Just an incredible amount of times this happened. So I really had to do this as a separate event. I will be posting another video that deals with the days in between my last video, which was August 9th. That was a plasma orb, which is probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, much less filmed. And the slow-mo at the end of that video is extraordinary. I will start my next video, which will cover the days in between the 9th and this video, the 13th. It's just amazing how much activity is going on in the ultraviolet range. And although Mr. Stephen Greer, Dr. Stephen Greer, likes to use IR cameras, I think that he's missing a lot of activity. And I'd sure like to see someone else try one of these cameras out. They're only about $100 on eBay. And just find out for themselves what they're missing around their own skies. Or if you happen to have a ghost. Because they are supposed to pick up spirit world emanations. Which I can't say that this is all physical activity. I really can't. It's just too far away. And the Stargate itself would have to be in a Lagrange orbit to be stationary like this. It does not move through the night. And my next video will show that. I actually started taping one night about 2 o'clock in the morning because I thought that they had curtailed their activity in this Stargate area because of my filming times. So I've been trying to film at different times. But you can see in this video that I start pretty much at 9 o'clock and it ends at 11 o'clock with amazing results. So apparently they don't care about little old me. And I believe this has to be a government sanctioned Stargate. They have to know about it, especially if it's stationary. And I do thank you for your views.